Well, welcome to Heal Your Back with Kundalini Yoga, and I'm glad you're here with me tonight. And tonight we have Kriya, and the Kriya is just a set of exercises, and the Kriya is called Kriya for Elevation. And it's got a lot of nice back exercises to keep the spine flexible, and we have a nice meditation at the end to really move some energy, which will help us to keep the stress away, and we're really trying to keep, allow the energy to flow through the body, and that will stimulate our own innate ability to heal, our self-healing. So it's always a goal to undo the blocks, keep the energy flowing, um, and keep the breath going too. We really focus quite a lot on the breath in this class. So to begin, come seated on the floor, and you can do a lot of these exercises in the chair too if you have problems and you can't sit on the floor. You can always sit in a chair and do most of the exercises. So we start in this cross-legged pose called easy pose, and elongate the spine as much as possible. Lift the chest, lift the chest up, and tuck the chin in just a little bit with this neck lock, we call it. So by tucking the chin in towards the chest, we bring the neck in line with the spine. And if you remember to keep your chest elevated, your heart elevated, that will help keep your spine straight, okay? So that's a good posture to begin. And the default is we usually have our eyes closed during these exercises, focusing inside, focusing on our breath and the exercise, the movement, and the energy within. And we focus up here at the brow point, this point where just above where the base of the nose hits the skull. So that's where we tend to focus up here, and that will stimulate our pituitary gland and really help us to develop intuition, which is so important. So to begin, let's bring our hands together at the heart center in prayer pose, and close down the eyes and focus up at the third eye, the brow point, and begin long, deep breathing. So let's inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale, and inhale again and exhale, and continue long, deep breathing using the belly. The belly comes out on the inhale, and then the lower chest, and then finally the upper chest fills, and then exhale, pushing the air out of the chest, and then using the navel point, pushing it back towards the spine to squeeze all the air out. Full exhale. And we'll begin with a mantra. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. We chant that 3 times, and this is to honor the teachers that have come before us, to connect with the lineage of teachers that have brought these teachings to us over many thousands of years. And we also use this mantra to connect to our highest consciousness, our divine wisdom within. So let's inhale together and exhale together. And inhale to begin the mantra. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And inhale, suspend the breath, focus on the inside, focus at your brow point. And then exhale and relax. Very good. Just want to go over a couple of the basics of Kundalini Yoga before we start our Kriya. And one is the root lock. We call this a root lock or mul band. And so it's tightening the muscles at the base of the spine. So we have the rectum, the sex organs, and the navel. So we tighten all those muscles at the very base of the spine, and that has the effect of moving the energy up the spine and up to our higher chakras. And so when I say to tighten the root lock, that means to tighten the rectum, the sex organs, and the navel all together and squeeze the energy up the spine. Okay? And we're also going to use a breath called breath of fire. Maybe you've done this before, but it's a rapid navel-based breath. So we use the navel, and we use the navel to push the air out. So we're exhaling forcefully, and then relaxing, and then the air comes in naturally. So we can start with this breath called lion breath, which is with the tongue out. Similar to a dog panting. Right on cue, there's the dog. so McCoy. Oh, gee. Okay. And so that's the lion breath. And so breath of fire is just with the mouth closed, breathing through the nose. Okay? So that's breath of fire, and we'll be using that a couple times tonight. All right, so let's begin this Kriya for elevation. And the first exercise will be in easy pose. And we're going to curl the fingers down onto the top of the hand, the palm of the hand, and then extend the thumbs. And then we'll be raising the arms up to a 60-degree angle. And we'll close down the eyes and focus at the brow point. And we'll do breath of fire in this position. Okay? So relax the shoulders and focus up at the brow. And allow your shoulder blades to come down your back. Very good. And just begin breath of fire now. And we'll do this for 2 minutes. So the breath of fire is so fundamental to Kundalini Yoga, and it's really a very healthful practice. So I recommend doing this for, I'd say, 3 minutes per day if you can do that. If you can do this exercise, we call this the aura charge. So we're charging up our electromagnetic field, and this will really help the energy flow. It'll help the circulation and it will help move the spinal fluid up the spine, and it really has so many beneficial effects. So I recommend this one every day. So last 30 seconds, let's keep going. And now inhale, suspend the breath, and bring your thumbs to touch up above your head. Extend the fingers, and then tighten the mul band, the root lock. So squeeze all the muscles at the base of the spine. Squeeze the energy up, and then inhale, and then exhale and relax. Very good. And now we'll still be in easy pose, and we'll place our hands on our ankles or our shins here, and we'll do this exercise called spinal flex. Okay, so we're going to inhale and flex the spine forward and up, and then exhale, flex the spine back. So here's what it looks like from the side. Inhale, forward, exhale, back, and we're locking the neck, so we pull the chin in just a little bit. And deep breath, deep inhale, and a full exhale. We'll do this for 2 minutes. And find a comfortable pace for you. It could be very slow, where you're focusing on the breath, focusing on the inside, what's going on inside of you. But do try to use a powerful breath. Use a complete inhale and a full exhale. So the head doesn't move very much at all. We keep the head fairly still, and instead just try and move the spine. One more minute. And if you'd like to move a little faster, you can do that the last 30 seconds. So we're using our deep breath to bring in prana. Prana is our life force energy. And now inhale up and hold the breath in. Squeeze the mul band, squeeze the root lock, focusing up at the brow point. And then exhale and relax. Very good. Now we'll come into rock pose. And rock pose is sitting on the ankles, sitting on the heels and knees. And in this position, we're going to put our hands up on our shoulders, keeping the arms up, the elbows back. We want to keep the heart open. This is a good heart opener to keep our heart energy available to us. Keep it flowing. And we're going to inhale and turn left, spinal twist, left, and then exhale, twisting to the right. Okay, so inhale left, exhale right. And we'll do this for 2 minutes. And again, use a powerful breath. Again, breathing through the nose, focusing up at the brow point. And we can also add a mantra. So we're placing the mantra on our breath. And the mantra is Sat Nam. Sat Nam, Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Sat Nam. Just vibrating inside your mind, just silently. Sat Nam means truth is my identity. So we're identifying with our own truth and the universal truth. Last 45 seconds now. So these exercises are helping to break up the stress that we naturally accumulate during the day. You know, during our normal activities, we tend to hold tension in the body, and this can really hurt our back and influence our health, and it'll stop the energy from flowing too. So these exercises really break up the patterns of stress and help us to flow, help us to be relaxed, and will help alleviate pain. And now let's inhale to the center, suspend the breath, and then exhale and relax. Very nice. And now we'll come back sitting on the ground, and we'll stretch the legs out in front, and we'll do this exercise called the life nerve stretch. So we're going to be moving forward, stretching forward, and if you can grab your toes, do that. And if not, grab your ankles or your legs, wherever you can touch and comfortably hold without any pain. Listen to your body and do what you can and modify these exercises as needed. And so we're going to exhale and bend forward, elongating the spine as we come forward, and then inhale up. Okay, so we're going to exhale down and inhale up. And we'll do this for 2 minutes. Okay, and use deep, powerful breathing through the nose, exhaling down and elongating the spine. Feel your spine stretching as you come down. And then inhale up. This is stretching the legs and the sciatic nerve. See if you can lock the neck a little bit too, so the neck is straight as you go down. Trying to keep a straight spine and bending at the waist here. You don't have to go down too far. Go down as far as you're able to without causing any pain. And gradually, if you do these exercises on a regular basis, you'll find yourself getting more loose, more flexible. Last 30 seconds now. And now inhale up, suspend the breath, and then exhale and relax. Very good. And now let's bring the right foot up to the left leg, so the left leg is extended. Now we're going to reach down and, if we can, grab your toe, especially your large toe. So wrap your fingers around your large toe and press on the nail, the toenail, and that will actually stimulate the pituitary gland. It's an acupressure point. And we're going to straighten the neck, do a neck lock, and then we're going to exhale and bend forward, and then for 1 minute we'll do the breath of fire in this forward position. So try and keep your back relatively straight and just bend as far as is comfortable, and do breath of fire. And inhale and exhale, and switch legs. Bring your right leg out front with your left foot up against your right thigh. And again, we'll come down, grabbing the toe, squeezing the toe, pushing on the toenail. Apply the neck lock, and then lower yourself down, and then for 1 minute we'll do breath of fire. Begin. And now inhale and exhale and relax. Very good. And we'll do one more leg stretching exercise. And this one will spread the legs wide in front, and we'll reach down and pull the feet back towards you if possible. If not, grab your legs or your knees, whatever's comfortable for you. And in this position, we're going to exhale over the left leg, inhale to the center, and then exhale to the right leg. And just keep alternating. All right? So we'll do this for 1 minute. Use powerful breathing. Breathing with your navel. Again, move at a comfortable pace for you. It could be very slow. Really focusing on your breathing. Or you could move a little faster. It's up to you. And now inhale to the center, lifting up. And then exhale. And now continue in this position, but we're going to exhale down to the center and then inhale up. So just moving in the center, exhaling down, inhale up. And we'll continue that for 1 minute. Let's begin. Again, feel like you're elongating your spine as you go down. This will prevent us from compacting our spine, our lower lumbar. Using a deep breath. Breathing through the nose, eyes are closed, focusing up at the brow. Silently chanting our mantra Sat Nam. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And now inhale, and then exhale and relax. Very good. And now we'll come onto our front side here. We're lying on our belly, our front. And then we're going to do a cobra pose. I'll show you 2 different variations of this. So the full cobra, we put our hands under our shoulders, and then we push up until our arms are straight, and then looking up and stretching our head back. That's the full cobra. But a modification that's a little easier, if you're not used to cobra and you don't feel comfortable doing that, is the Sphinx pose. So we just resting on our elbows and our forearms, and then arch your head up and back, and that'll give you a nice stretch for the back without causing any problems for you. Okay, so in this position, we'll do this for 1 minute. We're going to do the breath of fire in this position. So let's begin. Let's come up into the pose. Close down the eyes, and with a powerful breath, we'll do breath of fire now for 1 minute. And now inhale and suspend the breath and apply the mul band. Squeeze all the muscles at the base of the spine. And then exhale and relax down slowly, 1 vertebra at a time. Just relax on the floor with your arms at your sides. Just relax for a few seconds. Another way to relax that I like is to come into child's pose. You could try that too, with your forehead down on the mat, your arms stretched out towards your feet. That feels really, really delicious after a cobra pose. Okay, so just a couple more exercises now. Let's come back up into easy pose, sitting cross-legged, and placing our hands on our knees, and then with a straight spine, lifting our chest, tucking in the chin just a little bit. We'll do shoulder shrugs. So on the inhale, we lift the shoulders up towards the ears, and then on the exhale, we just release down. So just letting everything drop down. So we're inhaling up, exhaling down with a powerful breath. Please begin. And maybe you've noticed that some of these exercises you can easily do, sitting in a chair. So if you're, working in your office or working at a desk, at a computer, you could just take a break and do just 1 or 2 minutes of one of these exercises. And that will really help break up the tension, the stress, the patterns that the chronic patterns that we have in our body. So we're breaking that up and establishing a new pattern of one of healthy habits, nice posture, and free flowing movement of energy. Okay, and now lift the shoulders up to the ears and inhale, and then exhale and relax. Very good. And now we're going to lower the head, the chin down to the chest, and begin rolling the head in one direction. And if you have neck problems, maybe you don't want to do the neck roll, but you could do this as an alternative. You could just turn the head from one side to the other, turning left on the inhale and right on the exhale. But if you're doing the neck turns, we'll do this one direction for 1 minute. And coordinate the breath with the movement. So you could be inhaling back and exhaling forward, for example. One cycle of breath for each revolution of the head. And now inhale to the center, and now reverse the direction, rotating in the opposite direction. Again, coordinating the breathing with the movement. Eyes are closed down, focusing at the brow. This is a slow movement. No need to rush this movement at all. And now inhale to the center, and then exhale and relax. And now our last exercise is really a meditation, and we're going to be doing some chanting. So come onto your knees and your heels, rock pose. And this is called Sat Kriya. Sat Kriya really helps to move energy up the spine. So this is great for removing any energy blockages, especially that we might have in the lower chakras. And so this will help the flow of energy, which will really help our back. And so what we're going to chant is Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And when we chant Sat, we're going to pull in the navel and pull up on the in and up on the navel and the diaphragm. So Sat, and then Nam, we relax. Okay, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Okay, so we're using our navel, pulling it up, and that'll cause the diaphragm to move up also. And we're going to hold our hands together, interlacing the fingers, but extending the index finger and crossing the thumbs. Women will cross the left thumb over the right. And then we'll raise the arms up, pointing the finger up towards the ceiling. And then we'll close down the eyes and focus up here at the brow point. And for 3 minutes, we'll chant Sat Nam, and using our navel, pulling it in on the Sat and relaxing on Nam. So let's inhale to begin. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. And inhale and hold and squeeze the mulban, squeeze the muscles at the base of the spine. And then exhale and relax down. Very good. And now come onto your back for deep relaxation. Nice Shavasana. Did great work there. And now we'll just completely relax. Just lay down, let the breath relax. Relax all your muscles. Let all the tension leave your body. Nothing to do now except completely relax. Please inhale and exhale. And begin long, deep breathing. And begin stretching. Slowly stretching in any way that feels comfortable to you. And then gradually make your way back up to easy pose. And we'll close the class with a chant of Sat Nam. And we'll bring our hands together at the heart center in prayer pose. So we'll chant Sat Nam 3 times, a long Sat and a short Nam. So let's inhale and exhale. And then inhale to begin. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. We are healthy, we are happy, and we are holy. Sat Nam.